Alright, this is just a quick little update video on our Predator 212cc Kids ATV that we swapped this Predator 212 Hemi onto. In the first video when I showed putting the engine on it, I did leave a bit out. These motor mounts, they were pretty hard to get working. The engine used to be bolted down to some of this tubing. It's an inch square by 1/8 inch wall. It was pretty weak and didn't hold up to it very well. So I eventually had to wind up just going with some sheet metal, and this is what I made. This is 1/8 inch sheet metal, I believe, that I reinforced the bottom of it with some of this tubing. As you can see there, I have this running along the bottom as well, because this I didn't have a big enough piece of sheet metal, so I had to weld two pieces together. That's why it's got this bead down the middle. And then I got these two pieces of 1 inch square with 1/16 inch wall tubing running along the side, on the front and back. With the old motor mounts, I couldn't get the engine to sit where it needed to be, so the chain was always off angle really far, and it wouldn't go any further over no matter what I did to it. Because it's got the torque converter on it, the engine needs to sit a little bit to this side instead of in the center of the frame. As you can see, this is kind of positioned this way. It needs to be like that for it to work correctly. And when it was just two bars that came up on each side here, it kind of stopped it, kind of held the engine in the middle of the frame. And because of the torque converter, the way that torque converter is, it just held the chain off to the side, and that didn't really work. So I had to cut them out, made this, welded it in, and now I can have it sit any position I really need it to. But I did have to cut out pieces of the frame there and there, so I can be able to put bolts in when I bolt down the engine. Otherwise I wouldn't be able to access them. But I did weld in two new bars, this one and that one. I welded those in to hopefully reinforce the frame, because I cut out those, and it does work. And when it had the other motor mounts, the engine sat quite a bit that way, so the chain wasn't quite lined up like it should be.